What is up, YouTube? This is Alucard AFK with another MTGO game with commentary. So we're back on our mono white control deck. Opening hands, we have 3 planes, 2 angelic walls, 1 fiend hunter, and a rebuke. Let's get into it. Go ahead and throw out planes. I'll do Evolving Wild, sack it, bring out a forest. And we'll get another planes. Go ahead and put an angelic wall out for 2 mana. He'll play a swamp. Do a Grizzly Savage. When I first saw this, I was kind of like, oh great, another Grizzly Savage deck. I even commented on a MTGO forum pretty recently that I haven't seen any Grizzly Savage decks that could really deliver any creatures. And if they did, you know, it failed to a rebuke, you know, in reserve, or a murder if I was playing black or something. I would just hold it off until they brought their big creature out and kill it and then swing in. So, this game was really good for Grizzly Savage, I have to say. So he's got a Chronic Flooding. Hadn't seen that card used really a lot. I've seen Terrasworm, typical creatures, and obviously he's probably got Ghoul Tree and other things like that in there. Go ahead and put another Angelic Wall out. Yeah, bring out a Boneyard Worm. Boneyard Worm's power and toughness are equal to the number of creature cards in your graveyard. So he's a 2/2. Got another planes. We'll go ahead and bring out Fiend Hunter and exile his Boneyard. We'll bring out another one. And we got another planes. We won't swing in. So we bring out a Transguild Promenade. And we got a Terminus. For Miracle cost, there's only 1 mana, but we do have 2 Angelic Walls and Fiend Hunter, so there's really no point. It'd be to his advantage, really. I'll do a clone. Hadn't seen clone really in a lot of these decks, but with the Transguild, you can do 1 mana of any color, so it's a good card. It makes sense. And anytime he does it on Fiend Hunter, which is kind of cool, he'll just exile Fiend Hunter. He'll copy Fiend Hunter, then his Fiend Hunter copy will exile this Fiend Hunter, which he'll get his Boneyard back. So it's pretty good. So that's what happened there. Look at that Soul Tithe. So Soul Tithe for 2 mana. You can enchant non-land permanent at the beginning of your upkeep of enchanted player's permanent's controller. That player sacrifices it unless he or she pays X, or X is its converted mana cost. So right now he has 4 mana. So if I do it on this Fiend Hunter here, he'll most likely, that'll be a nuisance to him because he'll only have 1 mana, maybe 2 mana if he gets another card, another land out. So he's not going to want to keep it, so it'll just reverse its effects. I'll get my Fiend Hunter back, and I'll exile his Boneyard Worm again. So and so right here he'll have to choose whether to sacrifice it or pay 3 mana. So he'll do that, and I'll get my Fiend Hunter back. And we'll exile the same Boneyard Worm again. So that was a little do-si-do. Another Grizzly Savage. So Boneyard Worm here is now at 5/5. Alchemist Apprentice, sacrifice, draw a card, so he's got a little bit of card drawing ability now. I want to go Sublime Archangel. I did better with her swing in with this, but I don't really we hold back. I kind of want him to swing in with Boneyard Worm so I can rebuke it, destroy target attacking creature, so. So I wasn't expecting that. Crushing Vines, destroy target creature with flying. So he's got a really well thought out green deck. Most Grizzly Savage decks have really that they use that one mechanic. They put a bunch of big creatures that they can't use, try to throw them in the graveyard, and pull out converted mana cost creatures or creatures that for each a card in your or creature in your graveyard. So they don't usually have creatures with reach, and they don't usually have destroy target flying. So it's really well thought out. So he'll get rid of Sublime Archangel. He'll do a Chronic Flooding, and initially I wasn't sure. This is pretty versatile. Whenever Enchanted Land becomes tapped, its controller puts the top 3 cards of his or her Labyrinth, his or graveyard. So swing in with Boneyard Worm, and we'll go ahead and not block it, and then rebuke it. Got another Fiend Hunter. We'll swing in with our Fiend Hunter on the battlefield. And he'll go to 19. Dagger Drum Imp. Kind of weird, I guess, for 1/1s, but so when he swings in, we won't be able to block it with anything that could kill it. So Angelic Wall will block it, but then he'll get lifelink, and so he'll be able to get some life back. So he put another Chronic Flooding on there. So whenever he taps this, he'll get 6 cards to his graveyard. We got another Rebuke. Suppose we could have swung in with Fiend Hunter. He wouldn't have been able to kill us if he had blocked it. We would have got rid of it, but wouldn't take any chances of him doing something crazy on Dagger Dome Imp and getting rid of Fiend Hunter, and then he'd get his Boneyard Worm back. It's kind of a weird deck. So 6 more cards will go in his graveyard. I bring out a Cusset Cage Breaker. So he'll block, and he'll get 1 life back. So whenever the Cage Breaker attacks, put a 2/2 green wolf creature token on the battlefield, tapped and attacking for each creature card in your graveyard. So I need to get rid of that guy. Got a Terminus. We'll go ahead and bring out Fiend Hunter, get rid of that Cage Breaker. Swing in with Fiend Hunter. I'll go back to 19. Bring out Molgraph Monstrosity, trample. Whenever it dies, exile it, then return 2 creature cards at random from your graveyard to the battlefield. So it's an 8/8. I'll swing it again with the Angelic Wall. Got a Plains. We'll sit back. And I'll bring out a clone, so I should have been expecting that, I guess. So that was a pretty smart move. Got his Cage Breaker back. He'll do Sewer Shambler, Swamp Block Scavenge for 3, so he'll put some counters on. He'll become a 3/3 imp now. So we'll block the imp with Angelic Wall, and then just wait for his monstrosity. It's a gamble when you can return 2 creature cards at random from a graveyard to the battlefield, but we go for it anyway, so we'll go ahead and rebuke an 8/8. And the 2 creature cards are 2 clones. That just sucked. So of course he does Fiend Hunter. So he's got his Boneyard Worm back. And we have 2 Terminus that are just sitting waiting for the right moment, so I'm not too worried at all. We haven't lost any life, so got a Plains. We'll go ahead and do Terminus. We have nothing to lose right now except for 2 defenders, but he's got quite a bit on the field, so. And we'll get both our Fiend Hunters back. So I'll do another Grizzly Savage. So he's down to 13 cards in his deck. He'll bring out the Terrace Worm again. Or the one we saw anyway. And we gotta entreat the Angels Miracle, so I actually kind of thought it was over at this point. So we'll put 7/4/4 Flying Angels on the field. And then he says he can do that too. So I was like, didn't see any white mana, and you need 3 without a miracle, so I was like, what can you do there? So he does Spider Spawning. Put a 1/2 green spider creature token with reach onto the battlefield for each creature card in your graveyard. So he generates 8 little spiders. They're all 1/2s of reach, so they can block the Angels, but it's really just delaying in 1 turn, so he could block every single Angel. All the spiders would die and would swing in next round, or he could start teaming up on some of the Angels and we'd still swing in with a lot of damage. So we got a Terminus Miracle. We don't cast that because we've got our win condition right now on the field. So again, 2 Terminuses in hand just in case something goes horribly wrong. So we'll swing in. We'll swing with everything. So. So essentially just blocked all those guys. So now he's got a 5/5 and a 1/2, but so we'll put some counters on Terrace Worm. Become a 10/10. We'll go to 9. Probably should have left something like at least one of the Fiend Hunters open to block, because he's on the ground, but oh well. We'll swing in with all the Angels again. And the Fiend Hunter, he'll go to -7, game it on turn 16. Probably a couple things I could have done differently there. but we got the win. So comment, like, and subscribe, guys. This is Mono White Control. We'll catch you later. Bye.